everyone, and welcome to Daily Newspaper Analysis, which is brought to you by LawSikho. So this analysis is for 16th September 2021, but hopefully you will be able to find it today. That is on 17th September. So kindly consider the same. So there was only one article yesterday for discussion, which was Tamil Nadu's unending dilemma with the NEET exam. So what has been the recent proposal that has been brought by the Tamil Nadu government with respect to NEET for the medical entrance? And what was the entire fate of the bill that was actually passed and sent for the President's assent has been discussed in this article. This newspaper analysis is presented by me. My name is Sheva Khan. I am a law graduate and I had completed my law degree from Uttaranchal University in the year 2019 with a gold medal in my batch. I also have been a national debater and a public speaker, and here at LawSikho, I'm working as the manager for current affairs vertical. If you wish to connect with me, you can find me on my LinkedIn as well as my Twitter handles. The links to both are available in the description box below. Let's see what is the multiple choice question from our previous discussions. In which of the following cases the Supreme Court held that information via internet is a fundamental right? Your options are MC Mehta versus Union of India, Shreya Singhal versus Union of India, Justice K.S. Puttaswamy and another versus Union of India, or Anuradha Bhasin versus Union of India. If you know the answer, you can put it down in the comment section below. So this is the descriptive question from today's discussion. What is National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, or the NEET, and why Tamil Nadu is opposing it? Discuss. So let's quickly start a discussion for the article which talks about Tamil Nadu and the NEET issue. So Tamil Nadu passed a new bill that exempted itself from undergoing the admission process for MBBS through NEET. So as we know that currently for all the MBBS seats, like if you want to go for a government seat, so we need to take up the exam for NEET, that is the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test. And then through that we get the admission for the MBBS, that is the doctoral degree. But recently, the Tamil Nadu government has passed a new bill that exempted itself, that is, it's exempted itself, that is, the state itself, from undergoing the admission process through this exam, NEET. But when the bill was sent to the President of India, it was returned back without getting his assent. So basically, a committee which was headed by Justice A.K. Rajan, who is the retired judge of Madras High Court, advised the government to excuse itself from the NEET. So basically, it was this committee that was behind this idea that the Tamil Nadu should be able to exempt itself or to excuse itself from conducting the exam NEET. So upon being questioned, the committee defended that only the effect of exam on the students of the state was considered, and it said that we are not talking about an all-India decision to be taken in this direction. Rather, it is something that we want to come up for the state of Tamil Nadu, and that is why we would like to exempt itself. Now let's understand that what were the reasons or what were the opinions which were brought forward by the stakeholders behind this entire proposition of exempting the state of Tamil Nadu from NEET exam. The committee stakeholders concurred that, firstly, the committee did not recommend any legislation. So it did not say that instead of NEET or instead of this, we should have another set of regulation or legislation as such. Rather, it just simply talked about the exemption from NEET. Second, the exam of NEET had not provided any special purpose or mechanism to judge the students' knowledge and aptitude. So in a way, the process, the method, or the methodology that was used in the exam of NEET, it was considered by this committee, which was under Justice A.K. Rajan, that it did not really solve any good purpose, and it did not really was very much able to judge the students' knowledge and their aptitude. Also, they said that NEET goes against the government school students, as the coaching centers are for affluent students only. See, this is one harsh truth that we need to see, that many a times the standard of the exam is such that it becomes difficult to just crack the exam by basic school learning. And that is why there are a lot of students who go to Kota and various other places to take coachings for these. Now, of course, these coachings are so expensive that not every individual in the country can afford them. Now, in such a situation, it becomes really partial, or we can say unequal, for the students who belong to the government schools and cannot really afford these affluent coachings. Then the medical college admissions are under the concurrent list, and hence state can enact the law. So basically, if we talk about the legal jurisdiction, so the medical colleges, they fall under the concurrent list, and that is why both center as well as the state have equal rights on making the laws regarding them. And that is why it says that that is why the state was very much empowered to enact the laws in this direction. Now, here are some points that were mentioned in the article that we need to note. That firstly, the Supreme Court has already stated that NEET shall be the basic requirement for admissions in the undergraduate and the postgraduate medical courses according to Section 10D of the Indian Medical Council Act. Second, no other state wants to exempt itself from NEET other than Tamil Nadu. Third, the introduction of internal reservation for government board students has been snubbed at the Madras High Court, which could have, which might have helped these students from the government schools to take part or have equal opportunity in the exam, but it was not really taken up by the Madras High Court itself. And there is also a question that can the state disregard regulations and statutes under the central list? So, for example, the Indian Medical Council Act is under the central list, entry 66. So, is it not something causing a tussle between this particular thing? And if at all there is something that falls completely in the central list, can the state be given the empowerment to change or alter it in the coming times? So that is all. That was all for this discussion. Let's see what happens next in this direction. Thank you so much for joining in. And if you wish to have a view at or just want to listen to the podcast of the same discussion, you can definitely subscribe to our channel on Spotify, Google, Anchor, as well as Apple Podcast. Also, if you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, you can download the same or you can avail the same from our Telegram channel. The link to this channel is available in the description box below, or you can simply scan the QR code that you can see on your screens right now. Also, do not forget to follow us on our Instagram channels. We have a new edition for LawSikho Finance, which means that if at all there are any exams, all the exams that are legal finance exams in the country, so they will be catered through this channel. So please do not forget to follow us on our channels. And thank you so much.